And now, Andrew's Doers, Andrew Does Everything, proudly presents Sixtirella. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a plot twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Sixtirella. Sixtirella had 5 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Sophia, Isabella, Xavier, Tasha, and Yadina. All 5 of them constantly made fun of Sixtirella and always made Sixtirella do all the chores. 60 wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, and do windows, do it all, said Sophia, Isabella, Xavier, Tasha, Yadina, and all together. And then one day, the king of Sixtirell's messenger arises and says, Hear ye, the king of Sixtirella is going to throw a ball alongside his son, Prince Sixtirella. Sophia, Isabella, Xavier, Tasha, and Yadina ran with huge excitement and picked out dresses to wear to the ball, but argued over who Prince Sixtirella fall in love with. Later, Sixtirella is so distraught, upset, and sad about not doing chores, about not going to the ball and marry, being best friends with Prince Sixtirella. Whatever will I do? She whimpers. Sixtirella's fairy godmother arrives and comforts her. There, now, Sixtirella. I will fix everything for you. Nobody will notice you. And so, she waves her magic wand to do all the chores for Sixtirella, and then turn her attire into a princess's attire with a pair of sparkly glass slippers. Sixtirella says, I've never seen such a Sixtirella-tastic gown. And I love my new glass slippers. But how am I going to get to the ball? Fortunately, her fairy godmother magically turns 60 pounds into a handsome coach and 120 mice doll for the coach to be drawn. Sixtirella then says, Oh, fairy godmother, how can I ever thank you enough? And climbs into the coach. Her fairy godmother says, Well, you can't, but have fun, Sixtirella. But I will warn you to return home by the stroke of midnight, or the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before. And so, Sixtirella accepts the warning. At the ball, the king of Sixtirella says, Wondering who is your princess, Prince Sixtirella? In which Prince Sixtirella responds, Yes, father. I just don't know who. Sixtirella arrives at the ball just in time. Prince Sixtirella, he's her princess. He is walking towards me, said Sophia, Isabella, Xavier, Tasha, and Yadina all together. But Prince Sixtirella passed right by them, walked straight towards Sixtirella, and said, You must be Sixtirella. May I please have this dance? Yes! Said Sixtirella, overjoyed. Sixtirella and Prince Sixtirella sing, 60 times you and me. Come on, let's dance together. Sixtirella will be best friends forever. Who else could it be than you and me? Come on, Prince Sixtirella, let's dance together. We'll be best friends forever. Who else could it be than you and me? As they dance, but soon, Sixtirella realizes it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball, and she was running so fast that she lost both her glass slippers. The next day, the king of Sixtirella and Prince Sixtirella traveled all around the neighborhood, trying to find Sixtirella who captured Prince Sexagetumling's heart and brought the 2 glass slippers she lost with them. If they could find Prince Sexagetumling's princess, they could get married. By the time they arrive, they knock on the door of the house where Sixtirella, Sophia, Isabella, Xavier, Tasha, and Yadina live. But instead of Sixtirella, they find her ugly, mean, and wicked stepsisters Sophia, Isabella, Xavier, Tasha, and Yadina. Prince Sexagetumling then said, "Ladies, my father, the king of Sexagetumlingham, and I have a favor to ask. Can any of you draw in these glass slippers?" Sophia is first, but her feet are too big. Isabella is next, but her feet are too small. "Nonsense! They fit!" she said. Xavier, Tasha, and Yadina did the same thing, but neither of their feet fit either. Just then, Sixtirella arrives. She looks rather familiar and tries the glass slippers on. Because of that, she transforms back into a princess. "Sixtirella, my dear daughter-in-law, we found you. We thought you were lost forever," exclaims the king of Sexagetumlingham. And so, Sixtirella, the king of Sexagetumlingham, and Prince Sexagetumling lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and buy our merchandise at nerdofthing.com. Take care. Bye.